Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
Who the fuck
no,
announces? Who the
Mr.
fuck,
Kalu
like,
is out
says,
back.
Like,
He said he'd lie down.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
buzz him
Like,
for you.
the way he announces him, officer.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Thanks, ambiguous man.
Kalu, get back here!
There he is, officer!
Thank you.
Waitress.
Gets hit by a car.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Too late, Kalu!
This is no battle of wits. You never put that in our armor.
Why are you telling me to aim my gun?
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
I'm not gonna shoot him. I mean, he was self-smack. You're under arrest, sir.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
You can't prove it. I'm innocent.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession.
If I squid to the murder,
If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps.
Why would
This
the
is your
cat
chance.
Why would the devil?
Don't fail
eat the
me.
cat? Oh, is that an allegory for something else? Is that a metaphor?
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
The lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu.
I'm sorry.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Always guilty as fuck right now.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything. You got nothing, boy chick. You're gonna be laughed right out of court. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps.
I'm sorry.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Oh! Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
So you shot this guy
Son
over
of
the
a
sale of
bitch.
a watch.
I'm a bad cop. I must learn from
You
my
think
mistakes.
Jewish people are going to continue to take it lying down? Straight and orderly lines to the ovens? Not this heap. I say enough is enough. No more. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Alright.
You followed Everett Gage
All right.
and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard.
La, la, la,
Whatever he got
la,
what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Lie.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We know all about the
There we
argument.
go.
Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer
It
Phelps.
only took 2 tries since I...
It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department
Sorry.
needs heroes.
The
A
facial
shining,
animations
honest face the public can
squinty
admire.
soul that
I
ain't much.
applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice.
It's like his face is melted.
Back to your
It's
duties
like,
for now, boy. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing.
Hey! Did I just get promoted? Yeah!
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory.
The facial
Make a change
animation
from
at
busting
the
hookers
time
and
was
dope
pretty
fiends.
good. It was actually like really innovative.
Who was
but
that?
Nowadays,
Roy
like,
Earl, chief detective and advice.
They all dress like movie
nowadays
stars?
it's
Um,
Roy is a movie star. You don't even have to do
and
all
the
that.
whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
But they're like what they're
with
trying
me,
to do
kid.
is like trying to
You'll find
capture
out.
like like when a person's lying or like when you're trying to use your wits to figure out if someone's like.
Now some housekeeping.
The soft
Warm
case and
Central
all that.
Division,
It's
welcome
pretty
for
clever.
Detective Cole
But now
Phelps.
seeing it today, it's.
Some of you
it's
guys
all
may
right.
know Phelps. He's the
Good
cop who
enough
broke the
for
jewelry
a dude
store murder.
to do for his job.
Stand up and take a bow,
Yeah,
Phelps.
It does the.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
It's doing the job.
Quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it to those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest?
Because we don't want
I've
to talk
partnered
about
Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case.
You gotta live
You
the
okay? I'll
traffic,
give you a
you gotta
couple
breathe
more.
the
You screw up,
traffic,
you'll be
you
rousting
gotta
vagrants and
taste
running
the
license
traffic,
plates.
taste.
Now get down to the PE
Now get
Freight
on that
Depot,
ground and lick
6th
that
and
road, boy.
Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Wow. Never fired your gun. It's pretty impressive. Hope that gun still fires.
What are you waiting for?
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I got lucky, but you know.
Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee he walks.
Goddamn ruins.
That's the cop from the newspaper.
You know this place?
Sure. Near the old gas works and Signal Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
Why did you get a dog?
Now don't get hysterical.
Where is the little piece? I can hear it, but I can't see it.
He's right there in the bureau. I've got him in your shirt drawer.
You put him in there with my shirt?
He won't suffocate. The drawer's open.
Blanche, you know I'm allergic to dog hair. Gives me sinus trouble. Where's the aspirin?
You're just a big hypochondriac.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2
Tell
identified.
me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. Was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
Let's go.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag.
Knife between your teeth, gun at the ready.
Finished?
The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah.
I'm working on it. You know how large LA
11 King,
is?
go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught
mask?
sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Like waving like this or waving like this? Sir, you're in the wrong game. This ain't Red Dead.
Give it up now. Take it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
You can still catch him.
I'm sorry, they're running animation. It's
Don't shoot me!
I just shot him in the kneecap.
Jesus Christ!
I just shot him in the kneecap. He knocked my hat off.
New program is written by Bill Round, produced by Colin Alsop, and starring Donna Meaching, Swimmy, Williams, Danny Thomas, and Francis Langford.
Take the next right.
And now Donna Meaching and Francis Langford as John and Blanche Bickerson with Danny Thomas's brother Amos in The Honeymoon is Over.
Goose.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot
Hey!
straight ahead.
Is that you?
You giving me the hi-hat?
Cigarette. Nope. Not relevant to the case, but no woman.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
How's the world looking?
Always the same two of you, fun. How about you?
My God.
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab.
I gotta go to the eye doctor.
Contaminated soil. My guess, big lump of shit.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Yeah, it's got the tape.
Happier times, I guess. 32 years old, married, sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Hi.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Insta
Think Tok should try hiring a lawyer. Hey, I think I see a body.
You guys, take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Thank you.
Hey, Flatfoot, you looking to get rid of that old crate? I'll give you a nickel for it.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Damn, it's a dot strawberry. Jesus Christ, did he explode in here?
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
For $3.20, damn. Crazy what a time we live in. I'm gonna sound like turnips. This game is getting to me.
Doc, Detective Phelps, what have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Well, I just checked the bed.
All these cops, it's gonna be fucking big, right?
I'm in the music range. I'm out of the investigation radius. Bum, bum, Hang on, I'm investigating. What do you got?
What's going on, Detective? Something bad happened here?
Something bad. Someone exploded.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
I'm talking to him.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Yeah.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the
Shift
patrolman
the
to
eye
hold
say
you down
otherwise,
while we turn out your
motherfucker.
pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
It's all right.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Wait, what am I doing? I want to go with him. I want it. Train over there is probably blocking like 15 intersections. Oh, sweet. He could drive. I don't want to drive. I'm done.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Wouldn't mind driving one of those cars. It was dark. Saw him. Looked inside the car. The car looked like a man exploded in there. Wallet. Last we found a pipe. Someone purchased a live pig. Someone got porked.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
I remember the gamer poop of this game.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Oh, what?
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home? This must be Adrian's.
Well, that matches the...
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Well, that matches the brand.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Who's Nicole? Wayne Knight?
cruise ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
That's bad.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address. This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Lie down.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thanks.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Wait. Okay, we're gonna check here.
Junk. Don't think this is anything.
What a beautiful day outside. Time for... Wait.
No use leaving the thing half finished. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
What? I see something.
I'm all right now, detectives.
I'm not done investigating. I gotta find the clues. And sniff it out. I guess we'll talk.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab something to drink.
This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Drinking buddy, huh? Let's look at the photograph.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Really? What about the message?
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Talk about
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept
Go on.
telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Let's talk about the location.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Well, for one, the matchbooks are everywhere, so I'm just assuming that's where he usually goes, unless his co-workers just gave it to him when he's smoking or something. I don't know. I'm just speculating. It seems like
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
I see.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say.
Not accusing, just checking
I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Okay.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Perhaps
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do,
the dinner
Detective.
he was supposed to eat. He was supposed to eat. I want the food.
Can you drive to this one? Where are we going?
To the ball!
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Can I get a bowl of that chili?
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
She was a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Looking for someone? 2 club sandwiches.
You know Frank
Thank
Morgan?
you, waitress.
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
That cherry pie was delicious.
Oh, I want to
Come
buy
on.
that man a drink.
Barkeep doesn't have all the answers. Leave me be.
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Oh, you?
Something funny about the
Cole
clam
Phelps,
chowder.
LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't...
I'm sorry, I'm just reminded of the gamer poop of this fucking scene.
Tell me you actually
I like
believe
your
this
ass.
jerk off,
Lie,
Phelps.
Morgan.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Well, you want me to prove it? Oh, yeah? I'll prove it to you. How about this receipt for the fucking
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Oh. You think he took off? What? You think fucking
Tired of
down
the
it?
stick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all.
You're lucky I'm in a good
Thanks for your help,
mood.
Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
I got drinking to do. You're getting nothing more from me.
Just, well, further the case. Get in there. There's a ham sandwich in there for you.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
The Cola King.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Here.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
That explains the blood scene. What you walk into? Walking in. No, yeah.
Why not?
I'm about to cap somebody.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Whoa. 2.
Apartment 2.
That's a 3. You like it so far?
What, this game?
Yeah.
I played it before.
Oh.
I've beaten it way before. This is like the remastered version of it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I fucking walked up the stairs. He's like he's bicycling up the fucking stairs. Alright, Nachos right there. Alright, apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
No.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
I ain't gonna shoot him. He tries anything. There we go. Oh, he's upset. Oh, he's up there. I'm sorry, I went the wrong way. Where was I? Oh, yeah.
Help you, gentlemen? I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Damn, you're fucking spry.
Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Thanks, man. The driver's seat. Case closed.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
But I didn't ask.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Oh, I hate him.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. We catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that. Nobody dumps a shiny new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world. You hear about Adrian? Brought in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall, Bukowski. Talking from experience.
Broadway.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the
Officer
alleyway,
Houlihan.
detectives.
Cop.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner. They must have taken the flag as a souvenir. Can't have any street value.
Argentina.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty. Split the check.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Show's over. Keep moving, all of you.
It's him, the cop from the newspaper.
A wrench.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
I remove the wheel.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
Nothing significant.
It's just a bag. No, okay, can't talk to her. I was trying to look at the window too, but okay.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
Don't mind me.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
You went out to the car. Once they were gone, you had to take a look for yourself.
I was curious. Ain't no law against that. So what if I took a look around that car? You can't be accusing me of nothing.
I don't blame him for that, but still.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Oh, you
Right. So what did you take, Jacobs? Do you want my partner to pat you down?
I found a notebook in the glove compartment. I was going to show you. It's on the chair on my porch.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Jacobs. You can speak to Officer Thibault about signing a formal statement.
When you get the car out of the way, maybe you could come back and do something about those kids.
How about we bring you an umpire's mask?
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I. Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
I think we've wrung this place dry. Let's find a game well.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thank you.
He's already here? Strange.
Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station. You can drive.
Back to Central. Excuse me, sorry about that. Here we go. There he is.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work. Of all the bad guys in this city, we get lumped with the ones who can't even be bothered to keep what they steal.
Do we have a Juan Francisco Valdez in for questioning?
Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview, too.
I have
and
a
get
bird?
this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that?
Sounds like we don't want to keep this guy waiting. It's this way.
Weird. Parker or Blaine? I don't know who can work.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested?
I'm Detective Phelps, and this is Detective Bukowski.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again.
Mr. Valdez.
Consul General. I insist on my full title.
Okay.
Where did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment. It is not unusual to make this kind of transaction in the civil service.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Consul General, we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Unfortunately, we don't do that here, Your Worship.
You have a pretty good idea who stole the car, don't you, Consul General? Are you going to tell me, or do I shake it out of you?
There's no call for violence. I suspect a disgruntled boy from the car dealership.
You have a name for this kid?
Gabriel, like the archangel.
Gabriel.
I have no surname.
So tell us about this kid, Gabriel.
Association
You had
with
a
his...
run-in with him?
Mecánico. A presumptuous young man who did not know his place. He presumed to ask me questions.
We do a lot of presuming here in the United States, Consul General. It comes with the turf.
Here.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
Are you a madman? This will cause an international incident.
It's like that freaking meme from Family. It's like that scene from Family Guy. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat here.
Danny, Ben, Miguel, Tristan, and Teddy. Full lips. Ring any bells?
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Gabriel.
Spill it.
A beautiful but impertinent boy.
Don't.
I mentioned rendezvous and the young man went
use
quite insane. I thought he was going to kill me. I was prepared to pay.
We'll be in touch, Consul General.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Ooh, excuse me.
You got a problem?
Finished with Valdez.
Thank God. I'll get rid of him in a couple of hours.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
The dealership.
Mr. Valdez moves in some peculiar circles for an international bon vivant.
Ah, English, please. See, this is why nobody invites you out for drinks.
It's just very industrious of him to be so involved in matters of consular transportation.
All right, you're making it worse now. I think what you're trying to say is that lover boy in there is as full of crap as a Christmas goose.
That as well.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model four-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I will definitely love one of those.
We keep all our tools in here.
I can see it.
You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
One left. That's not right.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
Not sure this means much. No good to me.
These tools need to be cleaned.
I don't think this is going to help us.
There's a license plate, and it was missing one, so...
No good. We need diplomatic plates.
What now? We'll need a full statement from Dewey to put in our report.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Yeah, like, what's your association?
Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
And I know a shyster when I see one. You and Valdez are in this together.
Me and Valdez? I hardly know him. Valdez wouldn't wipe his shoes with me.
You sure about that damn, bribery?
We've talked to Valdez. He was very obliging. He told us all about the arrangement the two of you had, and now quit wasting our time.
Okay. So I met Valdez in a bar. We cut a deal, and he bought the car through the embassy. I cut him some change on the side. It happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. He sure as hell isn't here.
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Kick his butt from Kingdom Come.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards will steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs, and they have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
No problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. Time to visit Gabriel Delgado. See how good his excuse is.
I thought I could find something.
I need to screen my employees better. You've got to know who you can trust.
Can you drive to this one?
So, where do you want to go?
Not yet. You read the story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous.
Scare people out of the theater.
God's name would want that. I don't know. People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color. Look what we have now.
Presidents.
Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel hasn't already flown.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy. You're
What
a
the
modest
hell is
little
this guy
person.
doing?
Much to be modest about.
What's going on?
LAPD.
Yeah,
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Gabriel Delgado.
Gabriel?
We're from the police. Policia, you understand?
Yes, I understand. Could you come inside?
What is your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
Is Gabriel Delgado here, Ms. Rodriguez?
No. What do you want with Gabriel? Is he in trouble?
Stay where you are, Ms. Rodriguez. We need to take a look around.
But he is not here. I have told you.
Check out the surrounds. I'll stay with the broad.
Hey, oh, hey, man. Wait a minute.
So how far along are you, Anna?
Nearly 20 weeks.
Right. So how's it going to be when you go into labor and he's not around?
You are wrong about Gabriel. He will be a good father. Already he works hard to provide for us.
Unless you help us here, Anna, your little one won't be seeing Papa for a very long time.
Difficult to tell whether it's the suspect vehicle from the scene. Certainly Gabriel's pride and joy.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Serving breakfast for two, Anna? You should have cleared up.
I remember this. He has a shed. There it is. Well, there's the fucking tires.
Looks like Valdez gets his wheel back.
Well, well, well.
Diplomatic license plates.
Can't hide from me. I'm on the case. That was not the right place.
You're in serious trouble.
Miss Rodriguez.
But Gabriel is not here. I have done nothing wrong.
Not yet.
Why did he steal the car, Anna?
The customer insulted him. He has his honor, no?
His honor, Anna?
He said Dewey's friend tried to make a woman out of him. He no longer respects this man, Dewey. He took the car to show this maricon that he is a man.
Tell us the truth, Anna. Has Gabriel been here?
I haven't seen him for at least 3 nights.
You keep lying to me, and I'll send you and your baby to jail.
Baby jail.
He lives here, but he hasn't come home. I swear it.
I want to do the flag.
Enough, Anna. There are signs all over this place that he's been back.
He was here last night. I have never seen him so angry. He went out to his shed and put some things in it. I don't know what, and I don't want to know. I love him.
We found a license plate matching our stolen vehicle in the shed. Add in the assortment of parts, and we can make Gabriel for a dozen other thefts. It's time to get serious, Anna.
You must ask these questions of Gabriel. I know nothing of these car parts.
Do you?
Then tell us where he is. If your baby is born in prison, Anna, the corrections officers will take it from you. You will see your son or daughter through a metal grate for half an hour a week.
The start line is on 1st and Santa Fe. There is a spillway under the bridge that leads to the river. Many policia have wrecked trying to follow him.
We will put in a good word for you, Anna. As far as we're concerned, this sits with Gabriel.
Start line? That sounds like a street race to me. It's gotten out of hand this last year. No wonder Delgado has such an eye for fine automobiles.
We know where the kid is. Let's go stop these clowns and get them off the streets.
But we're not gonna kill him.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Ah.
You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to?
It's legal street racing in broad daylight?
What kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
You're talking from experience?
There's the red Ford. That's Delgado right there.
Quick! They're getting away! Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street race.
Stay on Delgado. He's getting away. Gonna lose him. Quick as we shut one of these races down, another one springs up somewhere else. Kids used to steal cars to sell them. Now they're just going to wrap them around a lamp. The next 16-year-old I have to steal off the sidewalk, it's your call. I've had enough of those to last me a lifetime. Step on him, Mel. Take him out.
Delgado is our boy. Forget the others. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
You ain't shit, flaca.
Damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Gabriel Delgado, you're under arrest for Grand Theft Auto.
Hey.
Fuck you, puto. You should speak to the maricon. Valdez, I showed him. Now who's the man? I should have burned his fucking car. You got a foreign dignitary outed as a fruit and a kitty raper, a car dealer we're gonna let slide for the kickbacks, and a street punk car thief who sure as hell won't be taking liberties with other people's autos again anytime soon. That, Detective Phelps, is not a bad haul. You keep your chin low and your hands high, and you keep bringing me clearances just like that one. That's textbook policing, and we need more of it in this department.
I don't want to look at flashbacks. A marriage made in heaven.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one gun.
Poor guy. Must be going crazy.
Coroner says it's going to take at least a week to get an ID.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talking.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
I feel lazy.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
She has a baby.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're gonna take a look around.
Look at the body. No, this belonged to him.
Phelps?
You should take a look at the body.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Yeah, this was for, you know, gloves.
Addison has life insurance. We can notify next of kin.
I remember there was a glitch back then, but they patched it up where the bodies were just like, their bodies were just like, look down at you, it just glitches out. It's so fucking weird.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Ah, good bone.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Yeah, he slid.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
So that's the impact, and then he just slid right there. 1 feet. Wait,
This
no.
blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
No, wait, no. Hang on. That's point of impact. Body flung, fell there, and then slid over. There we go.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
It's all yours, Detective.
Knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
You know what? His chest didn't look peculiar. Oop.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Optimistic, Cole.
Oh. Okay. Okay, never mind.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that. Doesn't tell me anything.
It's a bottle. Aha.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding? I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Let me in. Oh. It's not her.
Miss Perry,
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Argument.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Okay.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
3C8. Okay. How about that argument?
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper, trying to find work as an actress, and Things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
The owner?
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Okay.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of
Line
things.
Shit.
Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's. Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
William
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Wait, he had life insurance. Do you think he would have hit him? He was hired to hit him, and he used that life insurance to open up their new bar. That's what I'm guessing.
You're behind the wheel.
So where do you want to go?
put a patch there.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister?
You know what I mean.
I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
You know,
All right, wise guy.
if this was like a
Do you have any
family,
intelligent
like,
questions you would like me to
family show,
answer?
like family sitcom.
You can
You
confirm
hear the
Mrs.
audience
Patterson's
going,
story.
"Ooh."
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
Friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it.
Yeah,
you were
you
baiting
were.
him,
Dead
pushing his
giveaway,
buttons.
lady.
We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Yeah, I can.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Real sad. Facial animations aren't that bad, but like I said, it served the purpose for the mechanic of the game. It didn't age that well, but still.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
What's going on with this guy? Let me turn down.
Radio Los Angeles. It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure.
Wow.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Son of a bitch!
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Turn on the music, damn.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away. Go on, get after it!
I give up.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
In my defense, I hit somebody
I
too.
admit it, I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Nicole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks. You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
City Morgue. Central.
Give us wisdom to lead the peoples of the world.
Rehab is for quitters. She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. There are 3 kinds of people. Those who can count, and those...
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
So the guy was a fall guy.
Kidding me?
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there, and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber.
Hey, let's not do
We have the
gas
knife,
chamber
we have the
shit,
coroner's
man.
report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
He didn't
I
need to
swear,
vindicate or
this
manslaughter.
town is
He was a
straight
fall
to hell.
guy. Take the blame for it, for the accident. His insurance money, motherfuckers. I knew it.
You're behind the wheel.
Dames.
Where are we going?
Let's check the social media.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of you
jury.
to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Damn, he's damning moves.
You stay back. I'll ice this one. I don't care.
Put the weapon down now.
Fucking asked for it.
Shit.
late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
You stay.
You want to back off right now.
You're making me mad.
Help me!
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Wait, what about the lady? You okay, lady?
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
That's where
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
that's all for tonight. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Ooh, boy.